can travel in a way that minimizes your fossil fuel use, you're a long way towards being regenerative rather than extractive in your travel practices.
Think there's a lot that people can do while they're traveling and also in their everyday life to help protect these polar regions. So I think some of the really important things that you can take away while traveling in these really or inspiring regions is to just make sure you're treading lightly. So what that means is um, leave following basic leave no trace principles. So things such as taking out everything that you bring in, including like muesli bar wrappers, which are very easily blown away in the wind.
One other thing that I think we should actually take up as travelers is to bring your reusable items with you. That way, we can mitigate the impacts that we're leaving in a country that may not have waste disposal systems like we do as a convenience here in Australia.
You're traveling, I think a really nice thing to do is spending more time in each region rather than just flying in and flying out and doing that sort of like touch and go style of travel where you're eating up a lot of emissions on the flight and not really contributing to the local economy that much.
In indigenous culture, if we only lived off one species, we wouldn't have survived. So when you see an area full of eucalypts, have a look at the understory, have a look at the animals, have a look at the microorganisms that live under the soil. Because as a community worldwide of humans, of plants, of animals, if we don't understand the whole aspect of a circle that creates an ecosystem, we won't have an environment.
Travel habit that could make the way you interact with travel so much more sustainable is exploring your own backyard. There's just so much out there.
And one of the biggest impacts that we find is this thing called waste. We live in a world that thinks that we can produce everything, which makes us feel more comfortable. The problem is, at the end of your journey, what do you do with that comfort? And that quite often becomes a problem for everybody around the world.